funny.
Oh, welcome to Minimally Edited Cake Talk.
Minimally edited.
Oh, man.
Zest control.
Yeah.
I don't know why my brain just said zest control. Is that what you? Zest control?
Zest control.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Well, the internet
is full of bad people. There are bad people.
Okay, this. All right. So we just saw a clip. This man, he was highly in the ABC group. Okay, he was highly in the alphabet group. Okay, he was living that life
For sure.
He radically met God. God changed his life. He renounced the alphabet group, and he turned around. The literal definition of repentance this man did.
That's it.
Like he said, I'm going this way. Oh no. I'm going to literally turn around and go the other way.
And big ups to him for that, right?
Right. That's. I don't think many people give enough credit to people who do that.
Yeah, I'm sure that is a lot harder. Like, I'm sure that's super duper hard. Someone told me today to stop liking women. You better have a lot of bullets. A good deal of them. Okay. Because I couldn't see me just like, yeah. I'm done with women, right? I couldn't see it. And I mean, the truth of it, in his mind, or not in a lot of that community's mind, he just read a book, and all of a sudden he's just done with it. I could imagine it being the thing. You know what's kind of crazy?
What was that?
I'm trying to figure out the proper words to say this. I see a lot about gay Christians, or I see them like gay Christian is a thing.
Yes. And
it's weird because I view homosexuality like a sin. I don't think it sounds oxymoronic.
Yes.
But I believe you can be a gay Christian.
Okay.
Yes, because it's a lifestyle and a sin, but you can work through your homosexuality. And I don't think you become not gay and then a Christian. I don't think that's how that works. All right, I'm not gay anymore. Now I'm Christian eligible. I don't think that's how it works.
Okay.
Not to say that you get to be, you know what I'm saying? That was terrible.
Why the freak did you just shoot a 3? Why did you just shoot the 3?
I'm a straight man. My wrist is stiff. You go get it. It just dropped.
Bucket?
Bucket.
Oh my God.
But so it was weird because I've heard some gay people talk about really speak on the word of God. And they just know they're gay. And again, I've never lived in that world to understand I guess they believe it. And I'm never going to be the one to throw the book at somebody who's homosexual. I think that's the most foolish thing you can do.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to tell any homosexual anything about God in reference to his homosexuality that he hasn't heard 1,000,000 times.
This is a
or
fact.
he or she has heard.
This is
so
a fact.
If there's any way that it's weird because not weird, but if there's any way that I think you're going to change the heart of any homosexual person from their homosexual ways and in the name of the Lord, is going to be through love.
This is a fact.
And caring. And it's never going to be to throw them to the wolves and talk about their condemnation to hell.
Well, again, and I was kind of alluding to this. The goal of salvation is to be holy.
Yep.
I'll even say that, and she said it in a way that I understood it. Jackie Hill Perry.
Of course.
She had her what's name? She said, and I read her book, Holier Than Thou, and the goal isn't to be not gay.
Exactly.
The goal is to be holy. The goal is to be sanctified. The goal is to be set apart to God.
Yes.
It's not to chop off all the fruit on the tree.
Yes. Makes sense.
Because at the end of the day, the base of all the issues, the base of all the quote unquote things that we shouldn't be doing,
Yes.
is sin. Mm-hmm. Out of sin comes lust. Out of sin comes hatred. Out of sin comes pride. Out of sin comes so many other different fruits that we see. Homosexuality is just another one of them. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And so to try to say like, oh, like that's the one. Well, I'll say this, Pastor, you 300 pounds.
And I know gluttony.
Gluttony it's one of the 7.
You know, it's one of the 7, brother.
It's one of the 7. Put your fork down, or you're going to hell. Like what's?
And so, and that's the thing. It's weird because the "don't judge my sin" is so radical on both sides.
Facts.
So like, don't judge my sin because I'm a homosexual, or don't judge my sin because I do this, that, and the third.
Yep.
And like, people wanting to equate, they want to equate sins, right? The Bible says all sins are the same. So the same way you sin every day is the same way I sin every day. It's really weird. I'm just not a fan of people justifying their ridiculous actions with the Bible. Very rarely do I use the Bible to justify any of my viewpoints. Unless it is very much cut and dry.
Yeah.
Like super cut and dry. So very rarely do I say, you know what? I'm going to use the Bible to just because people get so entangled, or people don't understand a lot of times, right? We were talking about this the other day, about what the Bible says and what the Bible teaches.
Yes.
Right? So the Bible could say something because it's telling you a story.
Mm-hmm.
Right? David lusted after old dude's wife.
Facts.
Right? He wanted another concubine. The Bible doesn't say, hey men, go grab you a group of concubines.
Did not say
It
that.
never said that. It just told you
What David did.
what they did. And so it's in the Bible phrase. Cool, it's in the Bible. But like, why is it in the Bible?
Yeah.
What was going on? The Bible has a whole bunch of people who have 1,100 wives. The Bible didn't tell you to go grab 16 wives. It did not tell you to be polyamorous.
No.
Now, once did anybody in the Bible said this is the way of the Lord? They're just telling you, but it's what they did. They had a whole bunch of wives.
Yep.
It was what it was. So, I think that's a thing that planet Earth struggles with from time to time.
But you know, and again, like you said, like it makes sense. Like when you think about it, okay? We're not gonna go from the Bible, but here's the God honest truth. If everybody was gay, the human race would cease to exist.
This is true.
Basic scientific fact. Like that
Yeah.
is scientifically proven, okay? Here's another fact. You only have one penis. She only has one vagina. You I know we've twisted it and had it and had different what's the names where all right, we're getting crazy and freaky, and you got 5 guys around one female. Okay? There's a clear imbalance here, okay? Like this, you know what I'm saying? Like it's
You guys couldn't be rubbing wood together. You're gonna mess around and start a fire.
this
Gonna mess around and start a fire.
is weird, okay? Like let's go ahead and say it's weird, and dare I say evil, evil. So, cause
Oh my gosh.
you know what I'm saying, like and this can happen with one man and one woman. You're using this other person as an object. I don't think it's a good idea. That's a clear thing. We were just talking about polyamory. You're using people for your satisfaction.
You ever see the thing that said that polygamous marriages were never for the man, they were for the woman? I saw that.
Yes.
I'm very interested in some of that stuff.
Well-
I want to go back to a time where people who have a whole bunch of wives, I'm going to ask them why. Because again, maybe it's just that the American women are such headaches. Okay? But I would venture off to say every woman is a fair headache. And so having 5 of them, what would make a man go, 5 women? Like, I know there's something innate in men like, all right, cool, like, I want to have multiple women. But how many of those women does he want to like? I can understand men around the world who want to have women for plainly sexual purposes, and she goes about her business. But for the groups of people who saying like, I'm going to keep these 5 women and make their life, like make their burdens a part of my life, I'm interested. What would make you make that decision?
And again,
And I don't know if this is the thing, I don't know if it's our Western way of thinking or if it's because we are in the time and place we are now. Because that just seems like, it seems bad. That just all out seems like a bad idea.
but here's the thing. What most humans, I'm not gonna say all, most humans go into their daily lives half-cocked. They can only see, oh my God, it's Gatorade in here. On the other side of this, it says rat poison.
Blue 42, red 16, said hut.
And so, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
like that is one thing that most humans do not do is think the full picture out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so they're just looking at it from the benefit side. Oh, now I got 3 women who could touch my Peter. Huh? That's the only thing you think about.
Yeah, I see, like to me, I couldn't imagine my woman's like, you know what? I think we need another wife in the house. Why? She's gonna clean what? Well, who's gonna feed her? I don't like your emotions. You think I'm gonna like hers? I'm very like I want to go and have a conversation with somebody. I want it to be some old dude too. I don't want to be some young dude who's gonna say something stupid and try to sound cool. I want it to be chieftain who's like 85. Man, they said you had 17 wives. Why'd you do that?
That's a fact.
Why'd you do, like, there's no way that you just thought
This is
just 17 vagina holes. There has to be more. I mean, I know some men can be that vain, but did you have to take care of her? Did you have to give some tribute to her father? Because there's no way I'm just going to have so much money, and if they're like, I got to offer up livestock and grain and all this, I'm just going to do that 17 times just for another hole. There's no way. I'm not buying that. I need to know. It's got to be deeper. I would imagine so. And maybe he's just like, nah, man, I like women. I'm like, how much headache did you get?
And that's the thing. That's the thing, though, is I don't think that. Case in point.
I bet you no centurions had more than 3 wives. The stress, your heart couldn't take it. I don't care. I don't care. No way.
Case in point, David.
David, yep.
I don't think that the women were around like that. Like how you are, your lady, how I am with mine.
Yes.
I don't think it was like that.
Yes.
I feel like this. He obviously he never should have had Bathsheba.
Yep. Correct.
Okay. He was supposed to be off at war.
Yes.
So he was like.
See, that's the thing.
He wasn't building that bond.
I can see the lustful one-offs. Like, so when I look at like David in the Bathsheba story, I can see he goes, God almighty, shorty's fine, right? Because I'm a firm believer of like, because I'm with my woman, that didn't mean the other women on planet Earth became less beautiful. They're still beautiful.
That's a fact.
I just don't want them.
That's a fact.
And so I don't like. If there was some woman who was a dime before I met my lady, she's probably a dime now. But like, I just know I'm a one-woman man. She's probably another headache. I'm gonna keep this particular headache. I chose this one, and so yeah, I said I'm just choose this one. I just want this one.
Yeah, look.
You know
what they say? Don't trade the devil you don't know for.
Oh yeah. Oh, my mama hit me with that one. Don't trade the devil you know for the angel you do not. Oh yeah. Yeah, I really think like. Don't trade. You know. So, so.
Yeah, bro.
But to think that like.
And not to say that either one of our ladies are devils. Don't get it twisted.
For sure. What like? I want to know what that process is, and what's that process to your woman? Like, hey, we need another woman, because what happens if she's low key unfulfilled with your shalabadabading-dong? If we're gonna make this purely a sex thing, or she doesn't feel like you are providing for her enough, and she thinks, oh, now you're gonna add another mouth to feed. You can barely keep this one fed. I'm interested. I just want to be on the fly on the wall.
But I think that's also that whole thing of male dominance. Like, I got the last say. Like I it's me.
Yeah.
Like I make all the decisions. And that's that.
But I guess dudes run around with their egos. Like, that's the thing. I don't know. It's weird because I don't think you've been a very egotistical person, and I haven't either on planet Earth. I mean, in my life. So, like, I guess it's not that. I think that destroys a lot of people. I think a lot of times women need to lead some of these men because a lot of you guys are dumb. You just foolish boy.
Oh my gosh.
Let her run it. Let her do that. You're not good at it.
This is a fact. This is a fact. Again, I think most people go into every situation half-cocked. They go in not knowing the full story, and again, you don't necessarily need to know absolutely everything, but I would say you probably need to know a good portion of it.
Well, yes, and everybody overestimates their ability.
Yeah.
Or, for the most part, people like to overestimate their ability.
This is true.
It's funny because I have business conversations with people, and I can't tell you how often they tell me this is what I do, this is why I'm so good, and I'm looking like he's not that good. Sometimes I say it, other times I go, let him believe that. Let him live in that world. It will crush his world if you tell him not to.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. The humans on this particular rock floating around the sun, they're different. They do some strange things.
Well, look at here. The devil been whispering obscenities into people's ears, and they've been believing it, bro.
For sure.
Like they've been believing it about themselves.
Yeah, man. It's crazy sometimes with people. I know people who believe much higher about themselves than I believe about myself, but have accomplished substantially less than I have. And we've been on the planet for the same amount of time.
Well, I heard this one analogy too. It kind of equates. Okay. They say at the beginning of the study of science or of whatever field, atheists, they're at their highest peak, like there is no God.
Yeah.
Right? But the further they get into it, the deeper they go into it, it's like, oh crap, there's no way that there's not. So by you saying that, like, I've been running this business for a decade now.
Yep.
I kind of know some stuff, but it's also been extremely humbling.
Oh yeah, man.
And the other people are like, hadn't opened a shop, nothing. They'd been buying burgers from freaking McDonald's. Okay. You've been buying burgers from McDonald's, but you know exactly how McDonald's works. No.
It's
you don't.
What's startling is how much, of course, it's DK, right? The Dunning-Krugers, but like
Donkey. My bad.
It's frightening how much people don't realize that they don't know. That's also, to me, that's one of the most startling things. Mm-hmm. Like, the fact that they've never given credence to the idea that they might not know what the heck they're talking about.
Yes.
That's the one thing that's always been frightening to me. Like, there's not an ounce of you that thinks, like, maybe I don't know. It's weird because the amount of people with the U.S. at war with Iran, right? The amount of people who want to talk to me about military stuff is through the roof.
It's through the roof.
And what's amazing is how so many people are telling me about war and stuff. A subject that they've never had to train for. No one's ever told them this is a part of their life. It's just like...
And you know everything about it.
Yeah, just all of it. And it was funny because one time they sent a video of it. They sent a video to me, and it was a video of the Reaper, the scout sniper that was with Army Delta. And he goes, dang, this sounds like some of the stuff that you've been saying. I'm like, oh man, the other military guy So the two military people agree on a thing versus the guy who's never even done an ROTC workout. It's like, imagine that.
Oh my God.
Imagine the two military people having a similar opinion about going to war, understanding that it's them, their friends, and all those folks that are dying. But the guys who got zero skin in the game are like, go crush everything. Let's just go drop bombs. I'm like, what? Your friend? None of your friends die. You don't go. Stop sending people's kids to go die for your bravado.
It is not even your bravado, for your idiocy.
Okay.
For the fact that you get to sit here, get on the internet, say the most outlandish things you could ever say.
Yes.
All because your president is Donald Trump.
That's a whole nother bag of.
Well, I mean, look, he got in the office and they went overboard with caucasity.
Whoa. Okay. I'm done with people being dumb. But, okay, if there's been one thing politically that has, listen here, grind my gears.
Yeah.
It's been DEI and the assertions behind DEI.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh, it bothers me so much when they go DEI is taking jobs away from white folks and it's giving unfair advantages to black folks and we don't need to think about anything. Or we don't need to, it needs to be no race baiting and this, that, and the third. Whereas I go, DEI is just giving somebody else another chance because you've never looked at them.
This is a fact. And you won't
look at them. Because theoretically, like statistically speaking, you're more likely to pick your kind. And that's not necessarily like, it just is.
Yeah.
Right? If all things considered, as a human, chances are you're going to pick the human who looks like you.
This is a fact.
Well, we've kind of had this thing where white folks have been in charge of this whole game of charades we call America. So they tend to keep picking their own.
Yep.
And I hate the assumption of like more white people will get the job or you're less qualified if you get it because you're black. And the only reason why they hired you because of DEI. To me, that's the assumption that just every white person is just smarter than every black person. Yeah. It grinds my gears. And then we look at people who repeal DEI. The biggest pullback of DEI is currently going. I want you to find one cabinet member who's actually qualified to do the job. It's legitimately a DEI hiring ring. Like, there's no other way that what did Mark Mullaney get? Is he the Homeland Security?
Yes.
He's got an associate's degree and he's a plumber. He's the top national security guy. He's a freaking plumber.
Yeah, bro.
With an associate's degree.
With an associate's degree, bro.
I don't want to say bad words.
Bro.
But so when I go, all right, cool. And they fired Christy Nome, right? What are her credentials? Those are great. Another person who ain't even been a mall cop, okay? Not even a mall cop.
It's crazy, bro.
And so I look at it and I go, this is like, we need DEI because you'll do this.
This is a fact.
Like literally DEI is here to stop you from doing exactly what we're watching.
Yes. And it's gonna do so much damage to the country. Like it's literally damaging the country because you don't have the self-control or intelligence to be like, hey, like maybe we should hire somebody who actually has experience here.
Or because with all of these positions, there's humans who have legitimately dedicated their life to this thing, but you're like,
Nah. You look great. Come on
the
over here.
plumber's gonna know.
He's over here.
He's got to
He's over here
secure.
waving a Trump 2028 flag.
Gross, brother.
Trump 2028. Yo,
2028.
you're super weird.
It's ballistic,
It's
brother.
super crazy.
So, I hate like
Like
there's no like if there's one thing I stand on, it's like the misconceptions to DEI. Like, I think someone has told me that like they didn't like. There was the old recruiter who recruited me to be a fireman, right? Kelly, right? And how people hated him when I first became a fireman. How people hated him. You don't need to do this. They just gonna go hire all these people. You can just go to these volunteer stations. You don't need to do this, that, and the third. And like, they want diversity, so they're putting people else in the class. Da, da, da. When I heard that from random fat white firemen, when by the age of 9, I was 21 when I joined the fire department. By the age of 21, I had every certification he had in his 10 years of life with military experience. Okay? Why he said he would have joined the military if his left toe wasn't so big.
the left toe.
Right? It's just like, by 22, I have done all of your life accomplishments with some extras.
Yeah, bro.
By 20, you're 40. By 25, I blew your life out of the water. And you keep you're saying that I'm the DEI hire. I don't get it. I'm stronger, I'm faster, I'm smarter than you. There's no place in academia, okay, physical fitness, or even firefighter activities. You can calculate friction loss better than me. That's it. But I'll still get there. I'll still do friction loss at an adequate rate. I'm better than you at everything. And you're telling me that the recruiter should just hire more of yous instead of the me's. It burns my grits so bad.
Why do you want decreased performance, bro?
Yeah, just to say it's your, I just like, I'm getting called a DEI hire from guys who've literally accomplished nothing. They can mow grass and sit in recliners. They'll beat me in that all day. All right, listen here, those firemen, they can strap a yard.
Yeah.
Okay, and so I don't know. DEI is one thing that bothered me a good deal.
What is that daggone condition? Where it's like your ignorance is dangerous. What is that? Behringer's or something like that?
Your stupidity is who? What is it? I just saw one. It was called intellectual stupidity, and then what are these concepts? We gotta go figure this out.
I can't remember what it's called, but like again, to sit there and say something that dumb, and even be allowed to.
Bonhoeffer's theory. Bonhoeffer's theory. That's it,
bro. And again, it goes back to
yeah. These theories argue that stupidity is a greater threat to humanity than outright malice because it is harder to identify, impossible to reason with, can easily be manipulated by evil.
This is a fact.
Yep.
This is a fact.
Yep. Yuck!
There's a bunch of Bonhoeffers out here, bro.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of Bonnies.
Whole bunch of Bonnies.
The Bonnies is besties with the Krugers. Okay? And y'all been having these Bonnie Kruger kids.
Bonnie Krugers, bro.
Ugh.
Yeah, bro.
But yes, that is one thing that's like, it's been very interesting for me to deal with. Or that's blown my mind. What? They hired me because I was good.
Yeah.
Someone just needed to show me what to do with the hose.
That's it.
It's weird because I don't like to outright be like, hey, I'm smarter than you.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're just looking like, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, stop it. You're arguing at me. Like, it's weird because the same people who would do that would tell me, I better study for this test. And I'm like, nah, I got it. They're like, no, you better study. What happens if you fail? I'm like, I'm good. And they were like, Daniel, look at this piece of paper. You got to study. I'm like, I'm all right. And go and pass the test. They were like, well, what? He's just some kind of brainiac? I go, no, it's not even that I'm brainiac. I'm just not dumb.
That's it.
They taught you that. Did you not listen to him?
That's a fact.
He sat here and he said all of these words. When I went to the training center, I just listened to the guy. And you guys stuck me there for 4 hours and just listened to the human.
That's it.
He'll give you everything. Believe it or not, you're not smarter than the guy who's in charge of training a department.
This is a fact.
Believe it or not, they lit this job for everyone to qualify.
Yep.
They picked these guys. The guys whose whole life is predicated on learning new tactics, learning new techniques, and showing them to a group of men.
So that they can effectively put
Fight.
out a fire,
Do whatever.
get somebody out of danger. They are the people who help you save lives.
Yes. And stop thinking you're smarter than him. Do a crazy thing. Listen to the guy who's given his life to training people. Yeah. There might be an inkling of like, he maybe knew what he's talking about. I just listened to him.
That's it.
And so I didn't need to study too much because every time you guys told me to show up to his class, I didn't try to prove him wrong. I just listened to him. If I thought I was right and I thought he was wrong, touche. I was just open-minded to listen to what he had to say.
That's it.
And so then when I take the test that he created, I happen to pass it. I wonder how that happened.
I just poured what he told me out onto the paper.
You goofy? God almighty.
Yeah.
But that's people.
Yeah.
And it never dawned on them that like, maybe I'm not that great at this.
Well, yeah, look at here. Pride is a hell of a thing.
Sheesh. All right, man. I guess that's the thing. Because I'm just not used to being that prideful of a human, that like I just don't. I don't know. Cappola's basic law of human stupidity. Economist Carlo Cipolla is defined a stupid person as someone who causes losses to others while deriving no gain or even suffering a loss for themselves. His fifth law states that a stupid person is the most dangerous type of person, more so than a bandit, who at least acts out of his own gain, because their actions are unpredictable and lack rational structure. That's a fact.
Yeah. And you deal with those people every single day. Every single day.
I try my best to not.
I mean, they're all around you.
Well, look, man. Well, I did. Look, I've employed a couple of them.
They're all around you, bro.
I've employed a couple of them, and I just go like,
look, I've worked side by side with quite a few.
Yeah, it's funny because my staff used to laugh at me once when one of the people who were in intelligence just started talking. I would just leave in the middle of their sentence. And they, I
will
remember,
not pollute me
I did it
with your Bonhoeffers.
I did it one time, and my little brother and my homeboy Carlton was here. I looked, they were talking, and I just walked away. They was just like, did you just leave in the middle of her talking? I said, I just had to. I was left with no other option.
Oh, God.
They just started laughing like, this dude is wild. I'm like, no, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It was going to end up bad.
Very bad.
So I'll take you guys laughing instead of me saying what I would have said.
Yeah. But the type of, I don't think a lot of people will understand that what some people would say to you, your feelings would be hurt, like forever. Because somebody will would literally tell you, you're not intelligent, and I have far less hope that you'll ever gain.
That's it.
Any intelligence. It's sad.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Case in point, I'm telling you. This my coworker, one of her friends found a dog, and then gave her the dog. Now, and then the dog was pregnant, and so now the dog just had puppies all over her couch.
Yeah, she wanted to get one. Now she has 10.
And then now she's been missing work, trying to take care of a dog that's not even hers.
Why didn't she? Did she not figure? Is that the one that be the nasty one?
The nasty one. You already know.
You know what's crazy? If you just the predictability, like if you're and I don't know if it's because I'm sensitive to looking like, all right, this is the pattern of these types of people. And I go, oh, that has to be that person.
How you do one thing is how you do
everything. And I go, that has to be that human.
Yeah.
That was the most logical, it's this human. And so, like, me being right is like, oh, no surprise. Right? That's par for the course. What did you expect out of them?
I know how to identify Bonhoeffers.
That's it. Yeah, man. Some of these people, it's all over them. Yeah. They can't get it off. It's Bonhoeffers all over their skin. It's nuts, bro.
Look, just like, oh boy. I told Destiny this. I said, look, what's about to happen, and this was like, this was like a year ago, half a year ago at least.
Yeah.
I said, watch, it's coming soon. He's going to figure out that he can't manipulate the situation. Yes. Or he can't control the situation. He's going to leave. He's going to leave. Boop. 2 weeks ago,
he gone.
He go.
I go. Let's say he gonna make sense.
Yeah. I gotta go. I can't. I gotta go.
That's it.
I gotta go. They didn't value me.
That's it.
That's the answer we gonna get.
You know what's another thing, bro? People who believe that they're just so dang valuable at things.
Look.
That's the other. I'm like, why? What gets you off on thinking that you're that great? I wonder. Part of me goes like, I'm not sure if I felt I was that good at anything that they feel like they're that good at. I think about myself. I go, I was a pretty solid soccer player. I was a really good Marine. I was a really good baker, or I'm a really good chef. This human thinks that they're world class and can't even do anything.
Yeah.
And a guy like me who's like, I've been recognized for cooking a bit in my life. I'm like, I need to get better at some things. Like, I'm decent, but like, there's some people out here who are really good. And so it's weird, and I'm thinking like, I look at life accomplishments, I'm like, what? Well, how do they feel that way about themselves? I feel this way about myself. I've done this. He's talking about how good he's at cooking. He's selling phones at Radio Shack, and Radio Shack doesn't even exist anymore. They closed.
I'm done. The RS is gone, bro.
They closed the last RS in 2005.
Why are you still working there?
He's still there, but he tells me he's the greatest at this. It doesn't make sense.
And they don't even cook in there.
Not even. What are you guys talking about?
Oh,
if some young person ever
bro.
watches this, they're like, what's a Radio Shack? Exactly.
Yeah. You proved our point.
That's it. What is a Radio Shack? That's ridiculous.
Oh my goodness. No, but it comes back, and we talked about this. Parents telling their children that they're special. And the fact of the matter is, no, you're not.
Yo, your kids.
The only time you're special is when you literally make yourself special.
Yeah, no, man.
Like you dedicate your life and you get to a point where you know something that most people don't know.
What's the saying? Is it from the Sandlot or what baseball? If you're good, you'll tell the world.
Yep.
If you're great, the world will tell you.
That's a fact.
Yes. Hold on. If you're good, you'll.
It's true. So.
Oh, it's Walter Payton. When you're good at something, you'll tell everyone. When you're great at something, they'll tell you. Facts! Fact-o-rama. Siki said so in Proverbs 27:2.
Oh, sorry. That's so beat up.
Yes. Who what?
That's so messed up, bro.
The producers would have to fight me.
They got to.
My heart is like beating so fast. Why would they do that? Into it. I wonder who the transgender person was and how good it was. Like how well were you being bamboozled?
That's
and
a fact.
What did you do? Like, because you're not gonna get me to act too crazy for some woman I've never talked to or spoken with. All right.
Miriam Riviere, I got look.
Let's see.
Cause a debt. Them collarbones, my guy.
She or he known by the mononym. Okay, that's a little bit better, but was a Mexican model, television person, became known for starring in the British reality show. There's something about Miriam, I guess. She was recognized as the first openly transgender. Let's see some more.
That's not open.
Yeah, if they don't know.
If they don't know.
But if you make me, man, I mean that's the thing. There's some strong features on some women, but like I don't know, man. That's weird.
I mean, when you look at that face right there, bro.
Right there,
That's like,
cut that vein right there.
yeah, bro. Yeah, and I'm looking at.
That's a strong drawing. Let's see. Yeah. No, I'm just not for it. It sucks, man.
It does. It's terrible.
Man, why didn't they tell people that?
What do you mean? Why did they tell people that?
Why didn't tell there's a transblend agenda?
Why didn't they tell them that?
Yes, they died. What?
Oh, she.
What happened?
They
Suicide.
Oh,
okay.
She probably got the worst hate mail ever.
That's it.
And I'm not gonna lie. That's a consequence of what's that? If you would have been outright and said like, "Hey, look."
You can find people who are into that.
That's a fact.
You could have had the show and found people who are into the transblend agenda.
That's a fact. Like somebody's into it. There's a
For
bunch
sure.
of men that are flying to the Philippines
That's it. Lady boys.
right now, going to look for lady boys.
Lady boys.
Okay, they want that.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Be honest. Like I mean, if that's what you want to do,
Don't trick people.
don't try to trick anybody.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anybody deserves any threats or death or anything like that.
No.
But you're setting up the stage when you're trying to deceive people.
That is a fact. That is a fact.
You're setting it up.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You know who's really funny? At this point of the podcast, guys, we're just rambling.
This is a fact.
We just talk about random. But it's Bruce. Have you ever seen him, the dude who lives in Iraq? He goes the transblend agenda. Oh, he always be doing that stuff. He's hilarious. He's a Middle Eastern dude. He LGBTQ HDTV. That dude is hilarious.
That guy is hilarious. I guess.
I'm transblend agenda. He said, what is the urination of your nation in the competition? I freaking love it as Bruce.
You know somebody is pissed off about it.
Oh, Bruce, his stuff gets, his Facebook page gets taken down all the time. Okay, I don't talk about the HDQ TV people no more.
QTV.
That's it, transblend agenda.
Well, it's the the craziest part is like when it hits too close to home, people get offended. Obviously, was it end of last year or beginning of this year when Drewski did the skit?
Yes.
And everybody was pissed off about that. Some of the Christian community, but it was like, nah, bro. That's what they did. Look, people actually did those things.
That's it. He did. It's crazy. It's like you guys are so upset, but he didn't make up anything.
No.
The only part of his creativity was putting all the wild acts together.
That's it.
It wasn't even creative. He just copied people. It wasn't even creative. He just copied y'all and put it on. His creativity was, let's put all of the things they were doing into one thing. That's the scary part.
That's the scariest part, bro.
That he, even down to what he wore, wasn't. That's the crazy thing.
So, look, I mean, personally, look, I'm a dead man. I kill my flesh every day, or at least I try to.
You know?
As much as possible. Like, God, you got it.
Yeah, man. These people.
I'm not gonna take myself too seriously.
Nah, that's not it. Earth is ghetto. Okay. Planet Earth is ghetto. I want to leave. Can you beam me up? I'm down on my knees. By the corner store, you know, the one on 15. Got a bright shirt on, so I'm easy to see. I'm down here stranded indefinitely. We can kill this video because we need to leave. I can it's hard to believe how they treat each other. It's hard to believe. Oh, Earth is ghetto.
I wanna leave.
I wanna leave. I wanna leave.
Oh my goodness.
You guys be it.
Yeah, y'all have a good night.